Because at the end of the day, bro, you want to take advice from someone who's gone from this to this, not some fucking guru on the internet saying something without absolutely zero proof. Okay? If with my genetics, I was able to achieve from this point to this point in 2 years, bro, I fucking guarantee you that you will be able to do the same if you're just, if not in a short period of time. What you see on your screen is the average Indian physique. So let me move my thing just so you can see how fucking ugly that fucking face is. And this is where most people, like from where I'm from India, and like this is where most people are currently stuck. And I used to be exactly like this. All these pictures, they're from the same year. This is right before I ever went to America, and all these pictures are from 2021. So August and fall of 2021. So this is exactly how I used to look like versus this fucking guy you see right now in the little circle thing. And this is exactly how I used to be. This is the embodiment of like the average Indian physique. Okay, this does not scream fucking manly at all. Okay, you can from the fucking face you can tell bro probably is a fapper. And like if you do a little to him, like he'll fucking fly away and stuff. Completely just like reeks low testosterone and like weak. Like look at that fucking physique, bro. Like there's literally zero development. And the funny thing is, when I used to look like this, I genuinely thought that I had achieved something insanely good. Because if any of you are familiar with me, I used to be extremely obese when I first started off. And the thing is, when I went down, because in our society, it's if you're skinny, you're pretty much fit. That's exactly what it is. So this is like the embodiment of like the fit body in most of us. Like all this stuff that you see, like oh fuck, I'm like, I didn't train biceps, so there's no pump, but you can kind of see. Like in the next picture, I'll show you a little bit more. Like this physique currently that I have, you can see my fucking chest like bounce and stuff. But this current physique would be sort of like looked at as like, oh, it's too much, I'm like too bulky, oh, I don't want to be like this. And it's all fucking cope. It's all a cope. When I went from super fat to this level, which is super skinny, this is me at probably 160 pounds, and the thing is, I expected people to like treat me differently. Whereas the reality is, like, this person does not demand respect in any sort of regard, like from anyone. Because you've just gone from super fat to super skinny. Like, it's nothing special. You can just starve yourself and like it's the same idea without like any working out and stuff. And like you can see me here with like like a whole jug of protein shake. And this was me sort of like getting into gym, and like this was my first year going to the gym. Before this, I had never ever stepped foot in the gym. But yeah, that's looking the problem with the society we live in today, especially like the Indian society, and this is something I see over and over again, is that people like me, which is like lean, muscular, I'm not that big, bro. I think I am like 196 pounds, 195 pounds maximum. That's around like 88 kilo, and I am not that big. And the thing is, like, this would be considered too much over here. Whereas this would be perfectly fine. This and ultra obese, both are perfectly fine, but somehow this is bad, okay? Somehow when you start taking care of your health, it's bad. It's viewed as bad. And the thing is, like not enough people talk about this, especially in this space in India, and I want to be the one that, like, low-key, like, just tells people the truth, bro. Like, why the fuck are we feeding ourselves lies about, like, what's attractive, what's not attractive, especially on Instagram and stuff. Like, nowadays, body positivity, obese ass motherfuckers like on Instagram, just like talking just straight dog shit and straight dog shit content, and especially like with this whole vegan shit that's like starting to come up. Like, it's just not the way to go. It's just not what our bodies are capable of. It's just not what we as human beings have evolved ourselves into, like consuming like vegan shit, soy burgers, and God knows what. On the complete opposite end, and let me just move my thing here, like you can see the abs. This was like one of my best ever physiques that I ever achieved, okay? And on the complete opposite end of the spectrum is this guy. You do not believe that, like, most people, when I made this transformation, did not believe that, oh yeah, like, bro's still Indian and stuff. Like, I guess you can, like, kind of tell, but like, for the majority, like, the outsiders, like, the Americans did not think, like, oh yeah, like, he's Indian. Because, like, this is not the image that you, like, associate with Indians. And the thing is, we need to fucking change that. Instinctively, you would not associate any of the shit human qualities with this guy, because he has proven his mettle through his health and body. And the thing is, your body is like the physical embodiment of what's going on inside of your head, and like the thoughts, the ideas, the discipline, etc. And the message kind of like is projected outside to the outside world, like through your body, like just based on like, the way you look. Okay, that's the whole point of looks. You kind of project to the outside world, like, okay, I'm about this, I'm disciplined, I do X, Y, Z. Okay, and I'm making this video to show you like completely dumb the fuck down action steps to sort of make this change that I did in 2 years. Okay, this entire change was done in 2 years. And the thing is, like, most people would cope with, like, saying oh yeah, our genetics are not capable of doing this stuff and that. Like, bro, like, I had the worst fucking genetics. South Asian genetics are the worst genetics when it comes to sort of building muscle, losing fat. But this video should serve as a guide for you if you have like, spent time looking like the previous version, and now you want to fucking do something about it, bro, okay? And you want to look better. That's the entire goal. And you don't have to, like, tell me the reasons why you want to look better. Just promise me, do not fucking cope with some bullshit like, oh yeah, I'm doing it for my health, oh, I'm doing it for this. In reality, most people like start off this journey because of pain points, okay? And the most important thing is you need to understand what those pain points are for you. And you would never ever ever achieve true success if you constantly keep lying to yourself about what exactly is that pains you. Because the thing is, it's a two-way street, bro. You need to understand where you're at right now and where you want to reach. If you want to reach here, you kind of have to acknowledge the fact that what you currently are and what you're currently missing. In Google Maps, when you sort of want to go to a place, you set the end destination. So like in this example, like our end destination is like this person right here. But your phone automatically detects where you're starting from. And both are important in order to find out the fastest route possible, okay? So we're gonna like start off with like a calorie surplus. I want you to open a new tab, okay? If you're on your phone, if you're on your iPad, whatever, just like open a new tab. And I'm literally gonna do this alongside you. Open a new tab and type, go to the internet, type tdee-calculator.net, okay? Once that opens, now I want you to like input all the details. I'm just gonna, for the sake of an example, I'm gonna do what like my metrics. So I'm 21, 195 pounds. I'm about 6'2", and let's see. I want to say heavy, 6 to 7 days per week. Calculate. This number right over here is the amount of calories I need every single day in order to maintain my weight. So if I'm deciding to lose weight, I need to cut down below this number. So I would probably eat like 2,900 calories, 2,700 calories. The lower that number goes, the faster pace you would start losing fat. But if I was starting from this little guy right over here, right? If I'm starting from like this person right here, I don't want to lose fat in order to get to this point, right? I want to gain weight. So what I would do is I would add about like 200, 300 calories to this number over here, which would be 3,500, 3,600 calories, and that's what I would consume for the rest of it, okay? So that's just dumb the fuck down, simplest step. There's literally no need to overcomplicate this. It's just that simple, okay? It's literally just that simple. This is kind of like my motto. Like I've literally never ever heard like anyone like say this stuff before, but the quality of the calories that you intake determine the quantity of the calories you expend. I have been eating an animal-based diet for the last 2 to 3 weeks, okay? That's the diet I've been on. All I eat in my day is animal-based products. That would be eggs, meat, yogurt, cheese, maybe some honey, maybe some fruit occasionally. And the fucking energy has been off the charts, bro. Energy has been off the charts. I'm currently trying to cut, okay? And I'll be making videos about my entire cut and everything and like exactly the most efficient way in order to like start losing weight. Because at the end of the day, bro, you want to take advice from someone who's gone from this to this, not some fucking guru on the internet saying something without absolutely zero proof, okay? That's the idea. You want to learn from someone who's made this transformation. Animal-based diet would help you achieve the best like hormonal health you can possibly fucking imagine. And because of those hormones being so in line with the primal way of how your hormones are literally supposed to be as a young male, energy has been literally off the charts. Like still in the gym, I'm able to do about like 110-pound dumbbell each side for about 6 or 7 reps on incline bench. I'm able to do like 10 or more pull-ups, 10 or more dips. Like energy has been super, super, super off the charts while still dropping weight every single day. I have literally never ever felt better in my entire fucking life, bro. Entire fucking life. It's amazing if you want to recomp, like you want to gain body fat, you want to lose body fat, and you don't want to gain body fat. You want to lose body fat and you want to gain muscle mass while increasing strength. But it is so much easier to remain close to maintenance with the animal-based diet. Just because, like, think about it. You're literally eating straight protein and fats. That's literally the idea. Like, if you're eating eggs, that's like 70 calories, 6 grams of protein, the rest is fats, right? And your body's sort of like learning to like use that fat as energy sources for your body to fuel your workouts, right? You want to eat a 2,000 calorie diet, you want to eat that's about 30 eggs, bro. And you will be getting about 180 grams of protein. I tried 30 eggs a day when in December of 2022. Bro, it is not fucking easy. After 20 eggs, you will literally feel so fucking full, and it's so easy to just remain close to that maintenance level, you know? And it's extremely hard to overeat, and especially if you're trying to bulk, you want your testosterone, you want your like hormones to be at the peak level in order to like retain as much muscle mass as possible. You don't want to like fuck up your hormonal health when going on a bulk. Most people would do this with some fucking what's called dirty bulks, and like I mean I'm a victim to this, bro. I'm not trying to like play it down on anyone who did it, but I did it as well. It's just not the same, bro. This if you want results and you're willing to sacrifice a little few things, bro, your diet is gonna be the best investments, the highest ROI you can do on the entire journey in order to make that change for yourself, just like I was able to. I don't experience any carb crashes. I'm super, super energetic throughout the fucking day. It's just the most optimal diet if you want to like literally take your goals to the next fucking level, okay? If you want to be a little bitch about it, bro, you know, stick to your little fucking McDonald's or something. Be my fucking guest, bro. If you're not willing to sacrifice something for a greater goal, if you want that instant gratification so fucking quick, bro, that you're not able to like discipline yourself into like literally like controlling what you put in your mouth and the quality of stuff you put in your mouth. Like just do not subscribe, and if you already subscribed, just unsubscribe from the fucking channel. I literally like do not give a fuck. Now, the second aspect to this is the workouts. I will like start off by like sharing a personal experience. On my last bulk, which was about August of 2023. So this was like at the end of the cut. This is how I started looking at the end of the cut, and I started bulk from there. Okay, so this is me at 180 pounds. All these pictures are at 180, 183 pounds. Currently, my strength is insanely greater than this guy ever did. Okay, and I'm currently at 195 pounds. Relative strength has been so much fucking higher. And the thing is, I'm just now beginning to cut. So when I at the end of the cut, I expect to be in better shape than how I was in 2023, in summer of 2023. So what I did in order to gain purely muscle mass, this applies to like when you're going from here to here. You want to maximize muscle growth, not fat growth. You want to maximize muscle growth. I made that mistake where I went on a dirty bulk and I sort of like ate whatever was in my sight and didn't give a fuck about like, okay, like McDonald's, ice cream, whatever. No, okay? Like, that fucked up. That took off years of my progress. Like, I could have achieved this result so much faster if I just had the right information, if I just had the right amount of discipline in order to follow through with this advice that I'm giving you right now for free. So what I did for the workouts was, on my last bulk, I did a 3 to 4 day split for about 5-ish months, right? I gained about 20-something pounds of muscle and fat at the end of the bulk, right? While still remaining relatively lean. I always had this like jawline, like I gained very minimal amount of face fat. That's something I use to like gauge how much body fat I'm putting on. Like I think my face, like if my face is like super bloated, super like chubby, that means like my bulk is going a little too much, like I'm like eating a little too much, eating too unhealthy. But in this bulk, in these 5 months, what I was able to do was still remain relatively lean. All my workouts, and this is to this day as well, okay? All my workouts only lasted me about 30 to 40 minutes, okay? I sort of like dialed in the intensity more than the volume. Time spent in the gym does not mean muscle gained in the gym, okay? Whereas the intensity, you can directly proportion that to the amount of strength you're gonna gain, the amount of like muscle mass you're gonna gain, and 30, 40 minutes, high intensity workout. And I was influenced by this workout style by one of the greatest in bodybuilding. I'm sure you've heard of the Mike Mentzer method, and he was like the biggest proponent of high intensity training. So what you pretty much do is like, I'll give you the example of incline bench press, because that's one of my favorite exercises, the upper chest and everything. Like, bro, look at that shit. And what I would do is I would sort of like load up the bench. I'll do a little bit of warm up. I will load up the bench with a higher weight. So let's say if I'm doing 90 pounds a week before, I will try to do 92 and a half each side dumbbell bench press. And what I would do is like I would take that set to the maximum failure point. Literally where my arms start to shake or like something starts to wobble or I physically just cannot push, even with like cheating myself a little bit, right? This is something that I would do. And once I was able to sort of hit that failure point, I would drop the weight in half or by 75%, continue fucking going. And that's it, okay? 1 to 2 sets to utter failure, okay? And most of y'all, like, I see in the gym, like, they do half-ass sets. They fall, like, 5-6 sets, sort of failure. They're afraid to go up in weight. Like, you're not gonna get results if you're gonna fucking fear progress, if you're gonna fear hard work, okay? That's just the reality of how the system works. That's the reality of how your body works. You need to sort of push yourself day after day after day. And because I would do such low volume and such high intensity, that would give me more than enough time to recover until the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And I would repeat this workout after workout after workout. Literally two exercises per muscle group, right? 1 to 2 sets, 34 minutes out, okay? And I saw some of my greatest results during this time frame, okay? During this time frame, I saw some of my greatest results. And I believe that if with my genetics, I was able to achieve from this point to this point in 2 years, bro, I fucking guarantee you that you will be able to do the same if not in a shorter period of time. Because remember, I fucked up multiple times in the whole journey. I genuinely think you can make this transformation in lesser number of time than I was able to. And I really, really hope like you can like take something valuable off this whole guide. As always, I want to remind you all that success always lies at the limit's end. And that's a philosophy I use across all things. May that be with business, may that be with school, may that be with fitness.